Hey everybody, it's Lisa from Posh Photography, and I wanted to share with you today my top 5 locations to do dog photos in Minneapolis and St. Paul. So the first one obviously is my studio in Hopkins. If you're looking for an indoor location or a more formal location, or your dog is reactive or young or old, this is a great location. It's climate controlled, it's cozy, it's warm, your dog can't get anywhere, there's no other dogs, right? So if you want something private, or you just like that more formal look, where we can control the background color and every single other piece of it, I'm a control enthusiast, that's a good option for you. The second option, as I look at my notes here, in my backyard, Elm Creek Park Reserve. There's a couple different locations within that park. That's a really good one if you want to have running photos of your dog. There's a lot of wide open space there. And the other really great place for that is if you want to do family photos. There's a lot of grassy areas where we can do a group of people together, and it's pretty neutral. There's not a lot of color at that park, so if you like grassy fields in the summer, or you like fall fields that are grassy that have that wheat sort of color, and you want something that's kind of an earth tone or a neutral tone in your home with some texture, that's an amazing location for that. If you are a forest person, there is what I call a planted forest. This is an example of it. The trees are planted, so there's rows of them. So if you like that look, out in Monticello, it's called Montissippi Park. That's a great location if you like the more forest look, dogs in the forest being dogs between the logs, dogs on logs, the texture of the forest, those deep greens, deep dark greens, a little bit mystery to it. If you are more of a nature person and you like those darker tones, or even farmhouse look, that'd be a great look for that. The next one is Hidden Falls Regional Park on the other side, that's in St. Paul. That has many different options. There's a lot of stone in that park. There's a waterfall. There is water sometimes it's flooded and we can't get to it. And there are a few places where we can do running photos there as well. So those tend to be like tans and browns and greens. Again, you know, nature, right? There's not a lot of color in that park, but if you like the water, and you are a water person like me, and you want that look with like the streaming water with your dog looking all cute, and a family photo that way, that'd be a great location for that one. That is a busier park, so if your dog is reactive, probably not the best park. We can work around it, but that's an option there. And then the last one is Lindale Rose Garden and the Peace Garden. So if you are a color person and you like a lot of color, that's a great location for that. There's not a lot of room for running photos. It tends to be a busier park, but if we do sunrise, which is my personal favorite time of day, we'll be alone except for the garden crew. So that's a good location for that. If you like the close-up of your dog with a bunch of color around them, like a headshot, or if you like the look of them in a garden with some colorful flowers like we have behind us here, that's a great option, and it makes for wonderful pops of color, which can look great in just about any decor, especially if you have something more modern and you want like an acrylic with a pop of color, or you just want, you know, a more natural look with less color. There's lots of rocks that don't have as much color. We can do that too. So pretty much any decor style will work well with that. And when you work with me, we'll talk through all of this and we'll figure out 2 things. We'll figure out the location that's best for you based on your decor and what you're looking for in your color and your style. And secondly, we'll figure out the best location for your dog based on their temperament. Are they reactive? Are they older and maybe can't walk as far? Are they a young puppy and need to take breaks? We'll figure all those needs out. I'll put it into my algorithm and we'll come up with a location that works best for you. And usually within a location, we get maybe 2 or 3 different looks that we can use. You'll get a lot of variety no matter where we go, but it really does depend on what your needs are. Your needs first, your dog's needs first, always. That's the way it works here. So think about all of those things. I will help you with all of it. I will never leave you to decide on your own. I'm here to guide you and help you. That's part of my role. One of the things I love most about my job, in addition to the dogs. So when you come and work with me, we'll figure it out. Start thinking about all that and give me a call.